Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to give my quick take on Hellraiser. But before I do that, let me just give you the synopsis, and this comes from Hulu. A reinvention of Clive Barker's 1987 horror classic from director David Bruckner, in which a young woman struggling with addiction comes into possession of an ancient puzzle box, unaware that its purpose is to summon the Cenobites, a group of sadistic supernatural beings from another dimension. So, I know nothing about Hellraiser. I've obviously heard of the name, but I've never seen the movies. I don't even know the backstory, to be honest. I just know that it is a horror classic, but like I said, I've never watched it, don't know anything about it. And so, when I heard about this 2022 version and that it was going to be on Hulu, I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me just give it a shot. If it was going to be on theater, honestly, I would have seen it on theaters, but since it only premiered on Hulu, so I figured, why not? Same thing with Prey, my another review that I've done. So if you want to check that out, you can do it. That one also was on Hulu. So being that it's my first time, right? Um, you know, watching Hellraiser. I don't know, so I can't really compare it to the other ones, but I assume there's a commonality. There's a thread that's like similar. I assume so. I'm not really. I'm after watching this one. I'm honestly not really interested in going back and watching the other ones. They might be good. This one was okay. Maybe a little even less than okay. Barely middle road horror film. It's not even horror to me. Um, Honestly, the least interesting portions were with the Hellraiser, the Cenobites. To me, they were the least interesting part. I was more interested in the group of kids, man, like the young girl struggling with addiction, her brother, um, her brother's boyfriend, her boyfriend. I found them more interesting than them, and then also found interesting the rich guy, the one that started it all, everything from the beginning of the movie. There's like this rich guy, and I guess he has the puzzle box, and basically the way the if you don't know anything about Hellraiser, at least in this film, the way they explain it is there's this puzzle box, and whenever one configuration is complete, there needs to be a sacrifice. So either you, because there's like a blade. So if the blade touches you or cuts you, really, the Cenobites are going to show and basically take you and make you suffer and kill you, pretty much. But they also give you a choice. Either we take you or you give us someone else, right? Like a. Uh, It's weird. So I guess they go off. I don't know what they go off. They feed off blood. I don't know what the hell they're feeding off of. But you have to sacrifice somebody else essentially. So give up somebody else's life, and so you have to like hurt them or cut them with the blade. So what the whole story is that rich guy gets to the final piece of the puzzle, but we don't learn this until later in the movie. But uh, he gets to the final piece, and they give you different choices. What do you want? If you want knowledge, if you want resurrection, if you want, I forgot how many choices. And he chose what was the word they used? Not sensitivity, but he wanted to feel because he's already had everything. At least the way they explained it. He's already had everything in life. He's rich. He can do whatever he wants. He has power. But now he wants sensuality. I forgot what word or whatever. But he wanted like to sensations. I guess I think that's the word sensation. He wanted the ultimate sensation. And so what they did is they put this like mechanical. piece in his body, and it was just moving his skin and his everything. It was just causing him pain, actually, right? So what he ends up doing again, which we don't learn, is he hires that girl, the girl with addiction, the boyfriend, to go and bring him basically sacrifices again. That way he can get to the final piece again and get rid of this whatever because he's suffering. Just get rid of that. And I don't know, man. It was I guess I mean if you think about it, right, if you would write it down, that can sound pretty cool, but just the execution and everything, the way the Cenobites move, they were just so boring and moving like mannequins. And they actually looked like there's this exhibit. I think it's called Human. I've never seen it, but I've seen like the billboards, and it's like the human body, but without the skin. So you're seeing the insides and like the arteries and all the stuff, right? The ligaments and all that stuff. And it just sort of the Cenobites reminded me of that. Ugh. That's what it reminded me. Even though I'd never seen the exhibit, but I've seen like the like pictures and billboards of it and ads. But yeah, I mean, again, like the story written down, I mean, it can sound pretty cool, but the whole execution of it, it just wasn't interesting. It wasn't scary. Maybe because I saw it at home, and I don't know. It wasn't that interesting. I still wanted to see it just to at least have an experience. So I'm no longer a Hellraiser virgin. Yeah. Ooh, hooray for me. But yeah, I have no interest, honestly, in going back to the other ones because I think they've done like 11. I think this might be like installment 11 at this point. Because I think I saw on Wikipedia they've done so many. So no, not interested. If you want to watch it, go for it. If you have Hulu, go for it. Watch it. Not for me. Well, I saw it, but not great. Um, yeah, like I said, it wasn't. They were kind of boring. Also, so one thing I should mention, right? So, like I said, that rich guy, right? He got to the last piece, and he wanted they will grant you something. So essentially, it's like that old, stories, right? Like with the genie or with the trickster, whatever. You wish for something, but everything goes haywire. It's not what you wish for. Usually, it's something bad, and that's exactly what they do, right? You'll ask for one of the options, but really, it's something bad. And so at the end, when the girl um she was given the choice. What do you want? And throughout the film, well, at like towards the middle, towards and the last half, when she found out what's happening and what she can ask for, she was gonna ask for resurrection to bring her brother back because her brother was was hit with the blade, and he was taken by the Cenobites. So she was going to ask for resurrection. But then when she saw what they did to the rich guy when he asked for his um, wish, if you will, and it's not exactly what you think it would be, and it's horrible. She just says nothing. I don't want anything. And they told her, okay, then with everything that you've done, all the people that you've hurt, you're just gonna have to live with it. And I think, and then so technically, she did choose one of them, and it's to, I guess, have regret and to have all this pain. There's a certain word they used in it, but I don't remember. But yeah, that's basically how it ended. And then the rich guy, I think what they're trying to say is that he also was given the ability to choose again, and he got the ultimate power one, the Leviathan, and so they take him away to like their spaceship or whatever. And so at the end, they show him. becoming a Cenobite, but I'm thinking what they're really showing is that he's becoming Hellraiser as I guess as we know him or as we used to know him in the originals and the other versions, because this time it's a female Hellraiser. So I think what they're trying to say, I'm assuming that I think that's what they're trying to say, is that he's gonna become the new Hellraiser. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. But if you want to watch it, go for it. It is what it is. I mean, it's not great. I would say make up your own mind. Check it out if you want. But yeah, that's it. I mean, you know, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like. Yeah. And check out my other content. Maybe, you'll get something off of that. Maybe you get more enjoyment off of that. And maybe you would want to subscribe because that would really help me, help my channel grow, help me grow. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.